Welcome back, guys, to Jtwes. It is a overcast. Look like rain any second day. You know, guys, I never show y'all this. This is my pecan tree, and just for the record, that's probably my favorite tree here, because when I planted that thing, it literally was like this tall. I had to put a red flag beside it, and it had a twin to it right up here, but my dad mowed it over, and I had a flag beside that one, so should have flagged both of them, I guess. But it has done good. I don't know if it's got any pecans this year. Yeah, it's got some on it. Right there they are. Okay. That is mistletoe. Yep. That's what you put over your at Christmas time. All right, let's we're gonna look at a few pieces of the garden. I hadn't looked at this peach tree. I need to look at it. I put this up. Yeah, it's got some weight on it. I need to put another board probably under that side. That side will be fine because it broke off last year. But looks like we're gonna have plenty of peaches again. So 2.5 inches of rain. Oh yeah, the pear trees are just, oh my gosh, they got so many pears on those trees. That tree right there, I have left alone for about 6 years. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm no tree expert, so I really don't know what to do to them as far as pruning them and stuff, but I figured I'd let nature take care of that tree, pruning it back. And when I say nature, if it breaks, it breaks. Sunflowers are coming along. I haven't been able to get into this garden whatsoever, and I don't even know that me and Sammy will be able to walk in it. But the peppers really have taken off real nice down through there. They're getting real thick. The tomatoes have filled the cages up completely. They'll be running out the top before long. I thought about suckering a few tomatoes down there. We may go down on that end and I'll sucker one just to show you. This is the white okra, and it's coming up. I'd love to get in there with the rolling cultivators again on both of that. Wrap a little dirt. Cucumbers is coming up. We had 2 squash plants come up, and then I can't get in here too far, I'll get in trouble. I did replant some, and the funny thing is I put 3 seeds of whole in there. Squash is, I heard somebody say something about it on a live stream the other night, that they had problems with their squash, and I'll be honest with you, I have taken squash for granted in the past, because you could just about throw it on top of the ground and it would come up. But I'm having a problem getting it to come up. Maybe it's old seed. Well, I know it's old seed. It's been in the freezer for a while. So the Hopi corn has come up. Had a few pieces of it that came up yellow. I'm not sure what that's about. I may have got fertilized too close to it. I didn't think I did. I didn't put it no closer than the other. But we got a pretty decent little stand here. I can't say for sure that the section that didn't come up is the fault of the corn, because I think that planter wasn't planting it exactly like I thought it should be. Yeah, here's the little cucumbers here. And some of these tomatoes need to be tied again. I thought about coming in here like on this plant here. Take that sucker off. That one off. A lot of these are what I call ground suckers. Take all them off. All this rain we have, and they'll reseed yourself. And then we'll top it right there. Bet I can use that to tie that with.
Well, it's hard to feel that stuff. Yeah, I can tie it with that. So it's got a tomato there coming out. It's got some tomatoes here, and just let that run up that stick. And I only have about 5 we're gonna do like that. I'll do the rest like that off camera. I don't want to put y'all guys through. And yes, I know I could replant these things. We'll get one more. I want to leave that. Take that. I like suckering a few plants back real hard, just cause it makes a real big tomato is what it does. And man, that right there has already got a root on it. I tell you what, we're gonna put this one right here. Let's do that right there. The other ones don't have no roots on it. They would re-root if you put them in the ground, but they don't have one. Well, Sammy, won't you just pause that a minute and let's get these two. We'll give the goat some tomato suckers. There you go, buddy. I'm looking at my garlic, guys, and it almost acts like it's ready to pull up. I don't know. I mean, it's a nice little ball on there. Feels like it's developed. It's just this right here. That's what makes me think it's ready to pull up. But I guess as wet as it is, even that one I forgot to cut the scape off, don't look too bad. All right, let's see if I can show you some green beans and sweet potatoes before it pours on us. Well, made it to shed. It's another shower coming over. I didn't think it was going to rain today. This video probably all over the place. I don't know how. I got 2 or 3 things I want to do. I found a tobacco trailer, but I got to go get the wheels off of it and get some tires put on it. Probably going to have to knock the old lug nuts out of the studs and just get some new studs and lug nuts and be done with it, because they're pretty rusty. They're pretty ugly. Matter of fact, when I take the wheels off of it, I feel like that 3/4 impact's going to break a few of those studs, because you can't. They're so rusty, you really can't even see the threads on them no more. So I kind of do hope it'll break it. But we'll get that, and it's got 2 good uprights, but it needs a floor, and we'll put some decking boards on it, and we'll have us a nice little trailer for, you know, going and picking the sweet corn, sweet potatoes, different things like that. I just been wanting a tobacco trailer, and plus I want to work on the tiller there on the 300. That's really all you can do when it's raining like this and it's so wet. I mean, I can't get in anything to cultivate, and the only thing I can do is get equipment ready for hopefully some cotton. And I'm a little concerned about how much water is going to leach the fertilizer out of the soil. I mean, it's in there pretty deep. They're covered up pretty good, so hopefully it won't wash it away too bad. I think it's stopping, Sammy. Let's go look at the potatoes. I want to show you something. If you look down this row right here, this row on the right, I mean, it's decent. And then you go to the left and it's kind of, you know, I don't know, but then you run into some just big bushy potato plants. Those bushy potato plants are seed that I bought. The kind of ones that's not as bushy, this row and a piece of this row, are seeds that I replanted from under the house. It was the ones, if you look back at the video, that had the real long eyes on it. It's just seems like that whole potato, and I don't know if y'all remember, but most of that, what I planted was a whole potato. I mean, it's just really bloomed out a lot, bushed out a lot. So I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking to see a whole lot off of here, but we don't raise that many white potatoes anyway, just because I don't have a real good storage place. I do like a few, and I like raising them. It's kind of, you know, fun to raise them. But Aroma 2 green beans are looking wonderful. I would love to cultivate them one more time. I'd love to cultivate the sweet potatoes one more time. They're really starting to green up and take their color. They're starting to look real good from the last time you guys seen them. If I could just cultivate them one more time, put a little more fertilizer, nitrogen or something on them, we could let them go. And remember what I said I was going to have to do. Even if I'm not cultivating and I just have the back disc on the tractor, I'm going to take that disc and set it down like this, and I'm going to keep a little piece right there cut out so those vines don't go over into my beans until I want them to. They can go down as far as the tractor mark, but that's it. Same thing with these beans over here. These are Blue Lake green beans. It's been a long time since I planted anything other than Roma 2. Roma 2 is a flat bean, aka flat bean. Blue Lake's a round bean. It's stringless, and it's bush bean, I believe, and just snap it and go for the most part. It's been a long time since I planted them, but sweet potatoes are fine. The fence seems to be holding up. I don't see no encroaching spots on it where it looked like some deer tried to mash it down, but this is the only way I would ever have green beans and sweet potatoes is through this fence. It's just absolutely, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there, deer barkers and stuff, and I understand when you got a field that's real far away from the house. I get that. I mean, because those solar powered electric fences are, man, they're expensive. But I'm close enough to a house where I can run a drop cord off of it. And there's a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, most time I plant in my fields or garden, corn, green beans, tomatoes, okra, stuff like that we can a lot of. I'm thinking about getting me a couple little raised beds for like maybe some carrots or something like that, because I don't eat enough carrots to make a row of them in the field and do all of that. Must be a storm somewhere because that plane's coming around here instead of Raleigh. There he is. Where was I at? I don't eat enough carrots and stuff like that to put them in the field, but you know, a few raised beds, it'd be easy to take care of and easy to water. I don't know, we may do some of that next year. Sweet corn is coming right along. It's about waist high. It's probably fixing to tassel out anytime. I'll show it to you when it tassels out. And the Jimmy Red is doing great, especially the big stuff. But just rain. I did manage to get the driveway under control before all this rain, so that's a good thing. At least I won't lose my driveway in the grass. Grass is #1 enemy of a gravel driveway. You got to keep that stuff out, because if you don't, it'll take over and all of a sudden your gravel will disappear and never come back. Now it'll come back, but if you dig through it with one of those driveway refurbishers. But I don't know, we'll see if I can get on video, a little bit of video of the tobacco trailer and working on this. So we'll catch you in a little bit. All right, we're back, by the way. I turned these in, and now this arm swings a little bit. It won't hit the tire. Before, this was hitting the tire right here across these edges. but now it's got plenty of room where it shouldn't hit the tire. I would rather than be a little wider just for stability purposes, but I had to do it so it wouldn't hit. Got a thunderstorm coming up. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to work out here, but hopefully we can get this bar tightened up. And I'm not sure how many of those tines I'll be able to get in here, maybe 2. This may come out better for the tines or the spring tooths than the way it was, so we'll see. Maybe it comes out a little better for it, but we gotta hurry up. Thunderstorm. Okay, next day, no thunderstorm, but same clouds. Look like it's gonna rain any second now. Hey, we got everything on, and we now have 6 coil shanks. We did have 5. We got 6 now because it worked out where I could put 6 on it. So you see them now. It's 3 short up front, 3 kind of towards the back. Starts for long, ends with a short, but got the wheels back on. Pulled it from here to here, so you can see how it hooks up now. Of course, it gives it plenty of room now. This bolt doesn't hit that now. So we're good. I'm tickled with that. I'll be honest with you. This is probably the final iteration. Is that a word? This is the final iteration of this chisel plow. Got 6 shanks on it, which I think is the same as the Farmall one over there. So we'll try it out on the cotton whenever we can get in it. Definitely not going to make no promises when I can get in it. I was going to try to film a little bit taking the wheels off of this tobacco trailer I'm going to get. I may get Sammy to sneak a little video of me taking it off because I may bust the bolts on it with this impact. I don't care if they break. It's fine because I'm going to put new studs in it anyway. But I got to get the rims so I can get some tires put on them and maybe come back with some studs and put the studs and tires on it, and then I can pull it home. And then I'll show you guys the rest of the trailer then, and probably, you know, we'll put some wood on it and together and get the wood on it and get the wood treated, and we'll have us a nice little tobacco trailer. I think next year, a lot of people ask me this, I think next year I will plant me some tobacco. Maybe about 4 rows, 4 or 5 rows. Got to find a place to do it though. Wind just picked up out of nowhere, so I'm sure that means another thunderstorm's coming. So I wanted to try to get to Ivans and do that. Sorry no tractor work, but the channel's really never been about the tractors. I just happen to use them a lot for different things, gardening and what have you, but it's all about what Jtwes is doing. That's and this is what we're doing today because we can't do nothing else, but it's still fun. I tell you, I was going to show you guys that long trip. It pulls some rust out of that hole for the 5th wheel, or the gooseneck right there where that ball was going around and around and around. And a funny story. Now I'm gonna go. We had to go through some tolls in West Virginia, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I had cash money in my hand, and I got up to the booth after waiting quite a bit for a car, and the guy said, "All the system's down. You just take this piece of paper. You'll have to pay online." And I've looked online now every day with my truck tag and my trailer tag, and I ain't seen no bill yet. And I told the boys when we went through, I said, he should have just took my cash, because if the systems is down, how's the cameras going to work? And if the camera's working, how's he going to get the tag off of this truck when that gooseneck covers up everything? And yeah, I guess you could get the tag off the gooseneck trailer, but that ain't coming up either. But so maybe we went through a toll for free. I actually called West Virginia toll yesterday, the number on the sheet of paper. She looked in the computer and it still wasn't there. And I asked her, I said, well, ma'am, let me ask you this. If nothing shows my house, are we going to just say, okay, we're even, I got a free toll? She said, probably so, because it's really no way to bill you without you going through there. So I said, sounds good to me. Maybe, you know, that's fine with me. But
y'all have a good week, and it's gonna dry out. I know it's wet, but you know, we could get on about latter part of June through July, and just wishing we had a sniff of this rain that's been hitting us. You know, that could very well happen too, real easy. It don't, you know, it takes a week or so to get dried out enough to work the land with the tractor, but after that, it don't take very long, and it can get on the dry side pretty quick. So I know we're poking fun about how wet it is, but it don't take much, and it can get pretty dry. Hopefully I got a big enough bed on my Silver Queen where it would make corn whether it didn't rain or not no more, because that moisture in that bed. I don't think the bed's big enough on the Jimmy Red. I am a little concerned with how much fertilizer I may have lost through water leaching it out. I don't know that I would put nitrogen on all of that Jimmy Red again if I see it where it's not greening up enough. I got 2 bags left over from when I put nitrogen on it last week, or actually week before last. I'd probably go out there by hand and put it on about 8 rows and just make sure 8 rows of it had enough to make some corn and go from there. But anyway, that's where we're at. Good week, good day. God bless you. We'll see you.